Hi Mom and Happy Mother's Day. That unison thing was kind of cheesy.
So we kind of decided to make a little slideshow for you.
Like a video commentary. We wanted to comment on them because they're so funny. So this is what you're going to get.
We found as many photos as possible, but it was usually you taking all the photos and making us pose for extended periods of time.
Sometimes we were smiling and sometimes not. And I suppose after an hour of photo taking, that's when you'd see pictures like Kev bawling in, you know, his clown suits that you'd put on him, or things like that. Or me just giving you that face like, I'm so sick of this.
Or Joe just pissed off in his scarecrow.
Yeah. So mostly Halloween must have been your favorite holiday because we have a lot of Halloween photos. We only have a tiny portion that we looked at, but there's a lot of them. But like your clown one, but then we got one of you in some crazy Amsco getup.
The pumpkin one, right? Yep.
So you look like some sort of pumpkin, so thank God somebody turned the camera on you for a change.
And she didn't look so happy in that one either.
Yeah, you didn't look happy, so you knew what we dealt with.
You'll enjoy this one, Mom.
So even though you obviously loved Halloween so you could dress us up and take pictures, you sort of thought that every day was Halloween. She dresses up all the time.
For instance, when she dressed up Lisha, she's wearing a two-piece suit and like looking like a little roller derby girl.
I know. Or like you'd make us carve pumpkins, or we'd want to carve pumpkins, but then you'd make us take the photos. So you'd always have us out in front of the steps. Remember?
We were like, constantly out in front of
she's trying to figure out, like, is this how you snap this? It's like, Ma, you snapped it 1,000 times today. You know how to do this.
I thought she would have been pro within the first 20 minutes, but...
You'd think, but Halloween, probably not your favorite holiday. Christmas was a hoot for you.
Oh, yes.
And we found a ton of those sorts of pictures. So on Christmas, it always started out really fun because we were pumped about the presents. Well, I remember a time that Joe was like, victory! We got a Nintendo Power Pad! We're so happy. I mean, we were all happy, but his expression was priceless. So we loved that photo.
But of course I was pumped when I got the Batman bike and the Ernie Tub Racer.
What is an Ernie Tub Racer?
Yeah, I'm not quite sure, but I loved it at the time, that's for sure.
And Lish obviously was a champ with her poses. You know she had to be just as upset as I was to pose for a half hour straight, but she dealt with it. With, I don't know what she'd get, Barbie dolls or some sort of thing. Whatever she would get, while we would get like a WWF stuff and Nintendo games and Mike Tyson's Punch Out that we were always pumped about. So, but gradually...
gradually the poses got a little bit worse though, because, I mean, we would be sitting there posing for the same present for, it seemed like goddamn near an hour.
So it'd be like, happy! And then it's like, I'm not happy, and then it was like, I'm pretty mad.
Yeah.
I'm sick of this. It's like, I still appreciate the presents, let it be known that, but I'm pretty mad about the picture taking, because I want to get to the presents. So that was pretty cool, but it's not like you just made us pose for that sort of thing. Like she used to dress Joe and I up in matching outfits all the time, like a Batman and Superman thing. Oh, I'm sure we liked it, but you shouldn't have allowed it. Or like, that's fine though, you'd put us in these crazy costumes, but then on a regular day, not even on Christmas or Halloween, like a Tuesday, right? But then, I mean, you'd like stick us in the tub together. Like we were too old to be in the tub together. Like, I don't know what Joe's doing in there. So that's a little weird.
But then, Ma, there was of course the times that you would make me pose, like for Shirley Morley's daycare for that graduation. You must have had me pose in 100 different ways on that day. But then there were also times when you would make me just pose when I'm freezing my ass off or completely uncomfortable. Like the time when I just got out of the pool and you made me sit on the pool ladder trying to pose, and hell, who knows how many times or how many photos you took of that one.
There were a lot of pool photos. Yes. Kev was like blue, his lips were blue, just freezing.
If it wasn't in the pool, it was on the boat, that's for sure.
I'll admit you did take some cute sentimental photos. Like when Joe and I would pass out on each other's shoulder in the back of the car, sometimes you always must have thought, oh, it's adorable. I'm gonna take a photo.
Or there was that time that we all built that snowman, me, you, Joe, Lish, and then of course you, Ma. So then we had that picture, of course.
Yeah, you posed in the picture, which you never do, so...
I'd like to know who even took that picture.
I know. It must have been on a timer or something. Or we dug up one of Grandpa holding Joe, which we thought was really cool and that you would like to see more often. Or one of me and you must have been helping me with my birthday cake or something like that. I was probably like, Ma, cut this cake so I could eat it. And then we saw one of Ma and Grandpa and Marilyn, so that one was really cool. So there's a lot of sentimental ones. The pictures I personally loved a lot are when you and Grandma would go to every single one of my races, so there was a lot of those that were really cool. And we also got Grandpa to go to some races, so that was awesome. But the best ones for me were when you took me down to the 1996 Olympics, so it was you and Grandma and I. Those were really neat pictures. And Grandma even went into the starting blocks, like it was Michael Johnson and then showing like a photo of how to get in the starting blocks and then Grandma. So that was pretty cool. She's such a trooper. So, but we did...
Yeah, we found, I mean, well, we posed for a lot of pictures, but we could only find so many of you, Ma. So, well, here they are.
We just wanted to thank you for everything, Mom, and tell you we love you.
And we wanted to wish you a happy Mother's Day, Mom.
So, we love you, Mom.
Love you, Mom.